In this video, I'm going to do a review on a bicycle chain. Now this is probably one of the smallest components that I've ever reviewed, but I have used a lot of different chains from SRAM and Shimano over my 20 plus years of mountain biking. And this chain that I'm using now on my cross-country bike is the KMC XL10 SL. This is a pretty expensive chain. The retail value on this chain is about $75. But this is one that I typically will have to change my chains about every, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months on a cross-country bike that I use a lot. And the way that I do that is I use a park chain checker to see how much my chain has stretched. So this little tool, this is a Park CC2 chain checker, and this will tell you how much your chain is stretching. Once it gets to about 0.75, I go ahead and change my chain out, because if you don't, as many of you know, your drivetrain will stretch out, and then you got to replace your rear cassette and probably your chain rings if you keep going with a stretched chain. This chain has lasted me over a year, and so it has more than paid for itself. I probably would have changed my chain out if I was using another brand probably 3 times by now. And every time I go to check the chain, I cannot believe how much this chain has lasted. One thing that I really appreciate about this chain is that it uses a reusable quick link. Now some of the ones that I've used from SRAM, it has a quick link, but once you use it, you cannot get it off again. And so you have to use a chain breaker. This one is actually reusable, and I'm about to change the chain for the first time, so I'll show you if it works like they say it does. And KMC actually calls this missing link, and it's just their quick link. So I'm going to show you the chain after it's been for about a year, and we'll see how easy it comes off my cross-country bike. So before I take the chain off the bike, let me just show you that this chain on the chain checker is just under 0.75, actually kind of between 0.5 and 0.75, which again is the longest I've ever had a chain last on a bicycle. So I'm going to remove this chain, and I'm just going to squeeze this missing link together with my fingers and then push the chain together. I did take off the rear tire. It makes it easier. It takes all the tension off the chain, and so the pieces kind of slide together, and there you go, it's off. So that is so much easier. If you've ever worked with Shimano chains, they have a pen that after you get your chain the size you want, you push it through, press it in with the chain tool, and then break it off. These are so much easier, not just for the installation, but also if you want to take your chain off and clean it or whatever and put it back on. This chain, you know, I'm actually going to keep it. I'm not going to throw it away because it's not fully stretched out yet, and you know, in case I need it down the road, I have it. So again, it's just amazing to me how long this chain has lasted. So to get these links on, you just put one on each side, and then you just push them together on the chain. And sometimes it takes a second to get them in there, but again, it's just a lot easier than using those pens and all that. And I have found that to get these to seat in properly, to pop in all the way, I actually have to put the bike on the ground and stand on the pedals, and that will stretch out the chain and put the link in there fully. So that'll do it for this short review of the KMC X10 SL chain. Obviously this is a 10 speed, but you can get these in 11 speed as well. A pretty pricey chain, like I said earlier, but one that's going to last you a lot longer than a cheaper chain for sure. So thanks for watching.